We believe that once we reach a certain goal, once we achieve a certain goal, we'll finally feel complete, we'll finally be happy, we'll finally be enough. But what happens when we finally arrive and the feeling doesn't? When we finally achieve what we've always wished, prayed, and hoped for, but the feeling of excitement doesn't, that happiness doesn't. The illusion we create that once we achieve that one to experience long lasting happiness, long lasting joy. Once I get into college, once I graduate, once I launch that business, once I move to a new city, once I get married, and most times we arrive at those moments, it often don't feel as fulfilling as we imagine. It often don't feel as exciting as we thought it would be. Why? Why doesn't success feel enough? It's because what we were chasing wasn't just the goal. It was the excitement, it was the joy we hope or the happiness we hope the goal would give us. We thought achievements will give us peace, but we forgot that peace doesn't come with achievement. Peace comes from within. We thought the recognition would make us to be worthy, but we don't know what it's something we have to believe in ourselves. And that's how we keep chasing the next and the next and the next, outsourcing the joy and happiness meant for this present self to our future version of ourselves that we haven't seen. Let our goals restrict us from our happiness and joy. And we don't have to. Don't have to. We're always hoping, okay, once I do this, once I do this, once I do that, I will finally be it. I will finally happy. And we set a new goal. We hoping this will finally be it. We set another goal. Survival fallacy traps us because we are waiting for a future that will finally feel like home. Why keeping us disconnect from this present version of you that's strong, this present version of you that is staying consistent to make the future version of yourself happy. Step into this present self that stayed up nights, sleepless nights, that worked every day. What happened to the joy and the peace that was meant for this version of ourselves? We are expected to allow this current version of ourselves experience love and joy and happiness while we are sourcing into the future version of ourselves, the future that's not even here. And it's always going to feel like the future is out of our reach. Keep on living this present version of ourselves out of the line. We hope, we believe, we pray. Yes, when I finally get there, celebrate. I will be happy. I will experience why. What happened to this version of yourself that is trying to make you get there? That is working hard, that is staying up nights, sleepless nights, and that's how the arrival fallacy traps us. We are hoping for a future that is not even there. Why disconnecting us from our present version of ourselves? So, what is actually fulfilling? This is what I'm learning slowly and softly, that fulfillment doesn't come from its peak. It's not until we get there. It comes from the present. You're here now, you matter, and you have to make this version of yourself be happy too. Experience the joy in this process, this journey you're going to. Not until you get there, because even when you get there, it's not going to feel as exciting as you thought. There's always going to be something next. After the victory, after the congratulations, there's always going to be something next you want to fix. There's always going to be something next you want to achieve. So there we're going to keep moving the joy. We keep moving the happiness. Oh no, maybe it's not this goal. It's the next goal. Let me achieve it. Let me do it. After this is the next one. No, keeping our happiness on a moving target, on a moving goal. It's not meant to be it. Happiness is something you feel even in this current version of yourself, the version of yourself that is trying to stressed, mentally derailed, and it's still showing up. This is the current version of yourself that needs to be happy. When you get to the other future version of yourself, you're still going to be happy. Allow this current version of yourself to experience happiness even in the process, even in the journey. The real happiness is found in the anticipation. It is in the process, it's in the journey, it's in the quest. It is before you finally get there, before we finally arrive. Keep ourselves away from this mindset that once we arrive, we're finally going to be happy. So you can live softly and happier. Yes, and you tend to appreciate the little things you're doing now. Gratitude. Yes, telling yourself that yes, I'm here and I'm happy. I'm here and I'm doing it for the future version of myself. I'm meant to be happy now. If you don't find happiness in the journey, in the process, in the anticipation, you won't find it at all. So ask yourself, what is that one thing that I'm hoping success will give me? Or do I already have it? What is that one thing I'm always thinking and always saying, yes, once I get there, do I already have it? Don't attach the feeling or the happiness to the goal. No, that's what we're always doing. We're always attaching the feeling that the goal is going to give us. And it's also going to keep us being disconnected from the present. We're always the future, the future. How about now? You're meant to be happy now. Don't wait for a distant version of yourself to feel joy and happiness. You're meant to be proud of yourself now. So ask yourself this question. What am I hoping success will give me? Or what am I hoping that when I finally get there, I'll be happy? I'm meant to experience those things now. The real happiness is found in the journey. It's found in this process. And we always say we're trusting the process. So yes, trust the process. You're getting there. You're still in the journey. Be thankful. Be grateful you have come this far. Be grateful for this version of yourself that's putting yourself out there. And make it a priority to make this version of yourself happy. To experience the joy and the laughter and the little things. Learn to celebrate the small even before you get there, even before you crush the milestone. Some days you thought you would give up, you didn't give up. Yes, you should be proud of those moments. You're not where you used to be, and you're not also where you want to be yet, and you're still happy. You're still going forward. So experience and love yourself the most while in the process. I'm proud of you, and you are allowed to be proud of this version of yourself. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. My name is Sopuruchi. Bye.